Channel, Healthy Cooking with Shayda. This is where I teach you how to make simple, healthy, delicious meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. All right, guys, so you've been asking me about kitchen gadgets or appliances or what is it that I use. And a lot of times everything's on my Amazon page, obviously. And what I've done is everything that I'm going to show you tonight, I've put the link in the show notes. And who knows, most of you may even have a lot of this stuff at home. And or you're just not using it, and maybe this will be a fresh reminder that, hey, I should get that piece of equipment out, or I should get that knife out, or that blade out, and I should start using it, because it really does make life a lot easier in the kitchen. I find that when you have the right tools, your cooking time is faster, your prep time is a lot faster, your food comes out uniform, or if you want it that way, and it just makes it a lot easier. I'm going to ask Erin and see what she thinks about kitchen gadgets, because when she came today, she's like, I have a lot of the stuff that you have here, so which is good. But you do agree that having a lot of this stuff helps. You're going to have to get closer to the microphone, because they always say they can't hear you. So,
yeah, I pretty much buy every gadget that she buys.
Okay, so one of
I see her use it and I want it.
Well, it just, for certain things you really do want it.
But it does make prepping a lot faster.
Yeah.
It makes it look prettier, like the shredding.
The shredding stuff, the chopping stuff, the herbs and all that. So one of my favorite appliances to have is this DeLonghi, and it's like a panini press. And what I like to do is I get this organic hash browns from Sprouts, and I'm going to actually make it tonight because I want you guys to see it. And it's really kind of cool. All you have to, I've defrosted this just a tad bit just to make it go faster for tonight. But you don't have to. You can actually put the shredded hash browns in here. And make sure that when you're buying the shredded hash browns, the only ingredient that you want that's going to say here, it's going to say organic potatoes. That's it. If it has oil, if it has salt, if it has sucrose, dextrose, whatever, any other things, you don't want that. So you want to make sure that it says organic hash browns, shredded potatoes, and that's it, nothing else. So this is a DeLonghi pan. It's been warming up. You do have to get it to warm up. So the red light is when it's off, and when it's ready to go, the green light will come on. And all we're going to do is we're going to open this, and then we're going to take our shredded, can you hear it sizzling? You're going to put your shredded potatoes on here. You're going to spread it out. Do you have this one?
I do, yeah.
Don't you love it?
Got that. That's one of the more recent ones I've purchased. Probably the newest is the DeLonghi and then the blender.
Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're going to close the lid. Now the lid's not going to close all the way at first because, like I said, some of it is still frozen. If this was all completely defrosted, the lid would probably close. When the lid closes, it's got a locking mechanism on both sides. And then this knob right here, it tells you like how dark or how cooked you want it. So I've got it pretty much to the far right. But what I like to do is also check on it every now and then. I can make a roll out of it. I can put, baked beans on it with my cheese sauce and just make a nice sandwich out of it, or just eat it plain with, mustard and ketchup, or I don't know. How do you like to eat it?
I usually will put grilled or
louder.
Steamed.
I have to keep telling her to talk louder.
I'll usually put like steamed vegetables or some mushrooms on top and salsa.
There you go. And that's really good. So see, and then if you want to help it along to push it down, you certainly can. Okay, so that's one of my absolute favorites.
Do you cook anything else in there?
I've tried. Something came up on the video. Oh, it went away. Okay. Yep. Something about a Wi-Fi notice or something. What else do I do in here? I have actually done pineapple. Like I'll get pineapple rings because I want that little like grilled, like the grilled marks on it. So I'll do pineapple. You could do watermelon is kind of a mess. I don't really recommend to do watermelon. But like peaches would be really good.
Oh yeah.
You can make little sandwiches. If you're eating bread, you could put that in here. So eggplants is another one that you could slice up, and you could put eggplants. You could take any like hard vegetables and put them in here. Mm-hmm. So the best thing about this kind of an equipment is go in the kitchen and play along, and that's what we do. Does it say anything?
Just the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna put. Should I use your cellular or keep trying Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you could use either one. Okay, so when Erin came over today, she was asking me about crinkled carrots, right?
Yeah.
So do you have this little...
Oh, there's a gadget for that.
There's a gadget for that, you guys. Crinkled carrots. All right, I don't have any... Well, actually, there is a carrot in the fridge. If you get me the carrot... It's in the pan in the back in the water.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I did not put the link of the crinkled cutter in the show notes, but I can always go back and add it in there because I had completely forgotten about this. And this little crinkle thing gadget, I actually learned about it when I was at True North. One of the benefits of going to True North for me with Chef AJ was the fact that I got to cook in the kitchen along with her, and I got to cook along with, Chef Ramses Bravo, Mauricio, all those guys, and I saw them using this little gadget. So it was really kind of cool, working in the kitchen with them to learn all the things. So, Miss Erin, I'll put the link on this for you so you could have it. But watch, you just take your carrot and you just cut it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it does come out little crinkly.
Crinkle cuts.
So this is what you were looking for?
Yep.
Yeah, that's all it is. Look, you guys, there's a gadget for everything, honest to God. And you could do it with French fries. You could do it with zucchini. You could do it with, obviously we're doing it with carrots.
Yeah, because it adds a fun texture to the...
It's always fun to take your vegetables and to do different things with them, especially if you're making a big salad. It's always fun to have different textures in there.
Yeah.
I just think it makes it more interesting, and it's not that a salad is boring by any means, but it just makes it, it just makes it fun. And you could put these in a little Ziploc baggie and just eat them.
Yeah.
So we've got crinkled cuts.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Easier than I thought.
Well, your birthday is coming up. I should get you one for your birthday. What are we going to do? Huh?
Should I hold one up?
Yeah, if you can, so they could see it.
I don't know if they can see that.
All right, so we've got those. You could actually air fry some of this too.
Oh.
Don't be afraid or shy to try new things in the kitchen. So that's the crinkle cutter. That's that one. Any questions so far on anything we've done?
We've got someone from Portugal.
Hi! Oh, I want to go to Portugal.
Me too. Michigan, and then Jesse's back. We missed Jesse.
Jesse, we missed you. Welcome back. All right, so we're going to move on to my next favorite, and it's this handheld mandolin that I travel with. Like, I will take this with me when I go to Vegas or on a road trip that I know I'm going to have a kitchen and I'm going to be making salads. Why? Because I like to take my zucchini and I like to shred it, or I like to do the carrots. And I really like this handheld one because I find that those other ones with all the big gadgets and everything to it, it's a little hard to work with. And this is really easy and simple. And it has a locking mechanism, and then it's got three different grades of how fine you want to do the zucchini. And it's super simple. You just cut off one end, the end of the zucchini. Don't cut that off because you want to hold on to that. And all you're going to do is do this. And look, you get like matchstick zucchini. When I was at True North, those poor guys at True North are, you know, they have that old mandolin. So I bought one of these for Mauricio to make it easier for them in the kitchen. And he absolutely loved it because it goes by quickly.
Yeah. You just got to be careful of your fingers.
Well, okay, so this is why I say don't cut off the top where it's got that little stick, that little stump. Don't cut that off. It helps that you're holding on to that so you don't slide, you don't slice your finger, because I tell you, it's very, very easy to do. These blades are super, super sharp. So then you always, always, always want to make sure that you lock it. You put it back in the locking position. And then I love this little scraper that I have because I don't just use it for when I do my baking stuff. I actually use it for my vegetable stuff. So we're going to put all that in here because when we have our dinner tonight, I'm going to add all of this to the salad. And actually, this is really, well, I guess it would be kind of small for sushi, but it would be good for the collard wraps.
Yeah.
Right? All right, so as you can see, our panini's all the way down. So how easy is that, guys? And I'm telling you, when you're traveling, it's really kind of cool to have this little gadget, because if you're going to be in the hotel or in your condo, Airbnb, and you're going to be making a salad, it just makes it really quick. That took a whole, 2 seconds to do? Whereas if you had to do a matchstick and cut it yourself, that would take like forever. So, any questions on the handheld mandolin? And it's by Progressive. And again, it's in the show note. The link to this is in the show notes. Any questions on that?
Questions. So we got Florida and New Jersey watching.
Got the East Coast. That's really kind of cool. Now, you guys all know about my Tupperware chopper. If you've been following me, you know how much I love this little thing. What I love about it, it's got a cover for the blades, so that way after you've washed it, you can put the cover back on so that you don't slice your finger. Well, we're going to take that off, put that in here. Then we're going to take some garlic. I go and I buy these from Trader Joe's. I go ahead and get the garlic cloves that have been peeled and they're ready to go. Just makes it easier instead of me having to peel it. Then we're going to put the lid on. Here comes the hard part. Now, if we were using a mincer to mince this, you know how the skin comes off and like you're wasting a lot of it, right? So you're only getting this little bit.
Yeah.
But not with this. What? You get a little arm workout. Now, you can make this as fine as a chop as you want, or you can make it as coarse as you want. But it's really cool, and that's it. Now, I actually have, and I forgot to bring it down. Let me show you guys.
Bigger one?
Yeah, it comes in 2 sizes. But I just want to show it to you guys. So here's the bigger one. And it's basically the bigger version of this one. So like if you were to make salsa or something like that, if you need a bigger jar, you could use this one. But I personally find that I use the little one a lot more than I use the bigger one. So what's really nice about the little one too, let me see if you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but it's minced really finely in here. Once you take this out, there's a little cover for this, So you can go ahead and leave your chopped garlic in here so it doesn't, you can use it the next day or whenever it is you want to use it. You like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have that one.
I'm training her well. Either that or pretty soon her husband's going to say, you can't go over there because every time she goes, I teach her something new to buy. Hold on, this I think might have...
Oh, mine turned off.
Yeah, the electricity in here when I've got too many appliances going off, sometimes it goes off, but you know. All right, so we've got that going. Next is this full star chopper. Now choppers are really good, and it comes with different attachments. So that means that you can get a variety of shapes for your salads or for your melons or your tomatoes or your cucumbers or whatever it is that you're going to be cutting. Like when I make my cucumber and tomato salad, the blades that I use are these, you know, it's this one that's already in here, and it's got, I think this holds 4 cups, which is really good, so you kind of know how many cups you have. But here's a larger version, and you can cut your onions in here as well. And all you do is that these blades, they pop right out. And then you go ahead and insert the blade that you want, which is really, really nice. This one, and they work really, really easy. I find that this is really kind of cool. So this is the bigger, and these are stainless steel blades, which is nice. It's not plastic. And this is, like I said, the larger squares. This comes in like horizontal. You've got half moons here. You've got like little quarters here. It's a lot of fun. So it's a lot of different, you know, variety that you can do for your salads and whatnots. So that's something else in there that I absolutely love. Any questions on anything so far?
Someone does have a question. Is there a quick way to cook quinoa in the microwave, maybe in the steamer?
Okay, I haven't done it in the microwave. Maybe she's right. These are my Pampered Chef micro cookers. This is a 2 quart. This is the old one that they were making, and now they're making them this way. This is the new one that looks like this, and then you've got a locking cap over here. This is the 3 quart. That's the 2 quart, and I do have a 1 quart at the office because I find that sometimes at the office it's really kind of cool to have the 2 quart is too big for the office. Our microwave at the office is not that big, but the 1 quart is perfect, and you could do some steamed vegetables. I'm guessing you might be able to do the quinoa in the micro cooker. I don't know. I have not done it. You might want to try it, or you might Google it to see if it can be done. Have you tried it?
No. A few people were saying try it in the Instant Pot.
Okay, the Instant Pot is the easiest way. So if you have an Instant Pot, all it is you take 2 cups of quinoa, you rinse it really, really well, add 3 cups of water, and then put the timer on 2 minutes, let the pressure come down naturally. That's it. Open the lid, fluff it up, and you're done. I mean, it honestly doesn't get any easier. But if you don't have an Instant Pot, then, and if you have one of these, you might want to try it. I don't know. I've never done it, so.
I even sometimes cook my quinoa in my rice cooker.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. My rice cooker, rice cooker has a quinoa button function that you can do it. But these are absolutely lifesavers. You guys know that when I travel, I don't leave home without this one. The 2 quart goes with me. I used to travel with the Instant Pot. I don't really travel with the Instant Pot anymore. Why? Because I take this and it's lightweight and it's a lot easier. I can make potatoes in here. I can make all my vegetables in here. I can do almost just about anything in this Pampered Chef micro cooker. So That's another gadget that's absolutely wonderful. So we talked about these. Did that answer her question, I hope?
I think so.
Okay.
If you have the micro cooker, you might want to try it and just see if it works.
Okay, so we still have time on this one. I just wanted to check. Something else that I absolutely love is these herb scissors. Sometimes I don't want to sit there and cut it all up, and I want something pretty, like a ribbony type of thing, and that's where these herb scissors come in. Now, don't make the same mistake I did where I thought that I could just, with my fingers, go along and pull it out to pull stuff out. I cut, all my fingers were bleeding. So just be very careful because these herb scissors are really, really sharp. But they are really good. So when Erin came over tonight, she asked me what this was. Well, this is, you take the banana and you put it through there and then you go like this. And it slices the banana all uniform for you. What I like about this is the fact that when I'm making a fruit salad and I want, and Erin knows and you may know that I'm a little anal, I want things cut a certain way and I want it uniform, especially when I have all the gadgets, and sometimes I just don't feel like using the knife and doing it. So I use that, and it's cheap, it's nothing expensive, it's just something fun to have. To go ahead and cut stuff. Right?
Cool, yeah.
All right, microplane. You always, always, always want to zest your lemon, lime, orange, any of the citrus fruits you have. Because when you're zesting, it just makes your dressing so much tastier. It gives so much flavor to your food, everything. And I find that this microplane is lightweight, it's small, it's nice, and you just, you've seen me use it when I do it in my videos. Another super easy tool that will help you in your prepping, as Erin would say. Now, as far as knives are concerned, I don't have any really expensive knives or anything like that. I absolutely love this knife. I have two of these now because the first one, Chef Mauricio from True North got it for me, and it's a Dexter. And I loved it so much. It's a serrated knife, and every time I used to go to True North and I was in the kitchen, I would always steal his knife because it was so easy to use. This knife is not expensive. I don't know, it's like what, 25, 30 bucks? It's
something like that.
Something like that. It's not, but I tell you what, it gets the job done just as good as any other knife. I'm not a professional chef, so I don't need to spend $500 on a knife, which I know some professional chefs do.
Yeah.
So for me, this little cheap one, even if I have to buy one once a year, it's great. I absolutely love this knife.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? It gets the job done. Make it easy for yourself. What about you? What do you think about knives?
I don't have any fancy knives. I actually bought that one to try it out, and I liked it.
It's good, right?
I have another knife that I use. I think I got it on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, everybody's always asking me about knives, or what kind of knife do I have, or what should I use? Use the one that suits you best. Use the one that's comfortable for you, and then also make sure that it's sharp. That's the thing. You want a sharp knife. You don't want a knife that's going to be dull, because I tell you what, it's going to make it that much harder for you guys to do what you need to do. As far as blenders are concerned, I have the Vitamix behind me, but I also have this TriBest. And what I like about this TriBest, it's got two different size of canisters. What I love about it is if I want to make just a small salad dressing, I don't want to get the Vitamix out and have to clean that big old, thing. And this just makes it nice and easy. And you just close the lid, put it on top, push down, and voila. I can take rolled oats. Let's say there's 1 cup of rolled oats that I want to grind into a flour. Or I want to take quinoa and grind it into a flour. Or I want to take I don't know, almonds and grind it into a flour. And I've only got about 1 cup or a cup and a half. Well, I could do it in these two things. I could do it in this little one if it's a cup, or I could, if it's a little bit more, I can do it in this cup, put the lid down and push down on it. It just makes it easier that I don't have to clean a big, you know.
Yeah.
The Vitamix is a lot, and it's just too much. So for me, I don't know if you have this one or not, but this one just, when I saw Kathy Fisher using it at True North,
yeah,
I was sold.
That's where
That's where you saw it? I was sold. Kathy Fisher, when I saw her at True North using this, I'm like, okay, I got to get this because I know something like this can just make a life a lot easier.
Yeah. No, and I liked it. I use it to make dressings.
I think it's perfect for making dressings, grinding flour, taking your like nuts, like if you've got, I don't know, cashews or almonds or whatnot, and you want to grind it up into a flour.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. I think about 6 months ago or something, I went to the store and I saw that almond flour. It was through the roof, the price. And I thought, you could just buy a bag of almonds and just grind it yourself, and it's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Why pay for, or even rolled oats, like oat flour? Why pay to have someone do the oat flour when you could easily do it yourself? Okay, what do you say we check on the potatoes?
Let's see.
See, it's starting to come together. It's not ready yet, but we'll give it time because it will be. Now, one other gadget that I absolutely love is this spiralizer. Now, the reason I like it is my old one, which was a spiruli that I used to have when I, a long time ago, it was all manual. You had to crank it up. You had to do it by hand. This is completely automatic. You've seen me use it. I've done a few videos using this tool. You plug it in. You basically, it's got a locking mechanism. You unlock it. You pull it back. You could change the blades over here. It's got like 4 different settings of the type of noodles you want. Like if you want, really fine noodles, or if you want a little bit thicker noodles, you could do that. So you put your zucchini in here. You could put your yellow squash in here. You could take your red or orange beets. You could put them in here, but you want it to make sure that it's raw. And then you just lock it up, turn the machine on, and voila, this will move forward and it'll give you the spiralized what you need for your salad. But it's really, really easy. It's Bella. It's again, it's on the website in the show notes, the link for it. Do you have this one? And
I don't have that one. I have the hand.
Yeah, my handheld one. The handle, or no, not the handle, but the one that's on the bottom. When you're cranking it, you have to hold it because in order to get it to move, that broke.
Oh.
So when that broke, I found this one and I thought, you know what? I got to try something new.
Yeah, that one looks nicer. Easier.
It is a lot easier. So yeah. So let's put that back here. What else can you use to make your life easier in the kitchen? I have the steamer basket. Now, these 2 pots did not come together. I already had this pot. So what I ended up doing is I found this, and it's pretty big. It's a steamer basket. It's a 9-inch round steamer basket. And if you look on the sides, it fits in it fits in a 4-quart, 5-quart, 6-quart pan. So what I love about it is if I want to steam my vegetables, or like if I want to do steamed asparagus, because asparagus, I only steam it for 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes, because I want it crunchy. If there's one thing I hate,
soggy asparagus.
Oh my God, it's overcooked asparagus. I'd rather eat it raw. Let's put it that way. That's how much I hate soft. Yeah. So this is really nice because I can fill this with a little bit of water, put this on top. And I love the fact that it can hold a lot of vegetables in here. You know, I don't have to get a small pan and continually just keep adding, just keep adding. So it's nice and deep. And again, it's about 9 inches. And it's really cool. And then you can put the lid on and you can call it a day, you know. So anything else, guys?
Any questions?
No questions. Okay, and then the other things that I really love is the Instant Pot. Like, I think Instant Pot really helps to make life easier when you're cooking. I have a 6-quart and 2 8-quart. My 6-quart is probably about 10 years old now because that when I first started, that was the first one I bought, and it's starting to. It's showing its age, so now I'm using more and more the 8-quart. I don't think I'll ever buy a 6-quart again.
I only have the 8.
You only have the 8?
That's
yeah.
The largest one, right?
You know, I think I've seen larger.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, what do I want it for? The 8-quart is more than enough. I mean, I don't, you know, you can keep going and going and no.
Yeah.
So your Instant Pot will definitely be your friend in this way of cooking if you want to be plant-based. Your stovetop, obviously, you don't need to get an Instant Pot. You can almost do everything on the stovetop. It's just that when you have an Instant Pot, you just put everything in there, push a button, and walk away. The Vitamix is something else that I absolutely love because I can do a lot of stuff. And my Champion juicer is, I absolutely love that thing because right now, with the weather being so hot and so warm, every morning I do a green juice for me and Mom. It's not even a green juice, it's basically a vegetable juice that we do. And we each drink probably about 24 ounces, and I just put everything through the Champion juicer, and it just makes it really nice. And then on top of that, the bonus of the Champion is the ice cream. Oh yeah. My God, the soft serve, there's nothing that comes close to it. It literally tastes like a soft serve ice cream. And actually we call it nice cream. So it's really delicious. Mm-hmm. So those are basically some of the stuff. I mean, I have other kitchen gadgets, but what you see that I've shown you guys are the ones that I personally use like all the time. So those are the ones that I would recommend if you don't already have them, and if you're inclined to get them. It's completely up to you, but I don't know. What else?
So a few questions.
Yay!
So on the Pampered Chef, somebody asked, are you worried about chemicals getting into your food?
Not really.
Plastic?
No, I think it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe, and I'm not really worried about it for as much as I use it, and it's only in the microwave for a few, I mean, it's not in there that long.
Yeah, you don't put it in long.
Yeah.
And then it's DeLonghi is the griddler?
It's the DeLonghi, yeah, and it's in the show notes. The link to it is in the show notes. Let's open it. Look at that, you guys.
Getting there.
It's getting there. I'd say another 5 minutes, and I think we're gonna be good to go.
Then what fry pan do you suggest?
Oh, fry pan. Okay, I hadn't thought about the fry pan until you. Okay, hold on. Let me get that for you guys. Hold on. Not this one. This is an old fry pan that I had, but it works pretty well. Okay. Again, Kathy Fisher taught me about this pan when I was at True North. I'm telling you, they're a wealth of information. It's a Ossery, and it's a stone pan. And it's really nice because nothing sticks to this pan. What I'll do is I had completely forgotten about, thank you for whoever asked that question. I'll put a link on it in the show notes, or you can go to my Amazon favorite page and you can find this in there, but it's Ozeri. That's the brand. Ozeri, and it's a stone pan.
Or I think
Well,
that's
it's going to be backwards, but this is the pan right here. So that's.
Oh no, it's the right way.
Is it?
Yeah, it shows up the right way.
Yeah. And this other pan that I said, don't worry about this one. This one I bought it at Costco. It's like a 15-inch, 16-inch nonstick Tefal pan. I think it was like $20 or something, but it gets the job done, But my favorite pan really is this one, this Ozeri, and I like this that comes with it because it keeps, like if I put another pan on top of this, it'll keep it from scratching.
Yeah.
So it makes it, makes it safe. So what else, guys? Good questions so far. Let me put this over here.
Any other gadgets you're interested?
Yeah, what else are you guys interested in? I can tell you about a recipe that's coming up. Actually, I'm going to have Erin try it tonight because I like to, before I do a video on a new recipe, I always like to run it by her to get her opinion to see if she likes it. And I'm
the taste tester.
Yes, she is the taste tester. So we are making, I made tonight falafels with a tahini sauce.
Yeah.
I know, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to post the pictures of it tonight, and the recipe will be coming out soon. We just need to film it. I did not want to film it without Erin trying it first because, you guys, what if she didn't like it? Then that's not good.
Did you use any gadgets to make the falafel?
Yes, I used the ice cream scooper so I could make the falafels. And what else did I use? I used a food processor. Oh, I have a really good food processor. If you guys want to invest, it is pricey, but if you want to invest in a really good food processor, I have the Breville Sous Chef. It's a 16-quart food processor, and it comes with all sorts of gadgets, all sorts of plates. And the reason I invested in that is because I got tired of all the other food processors that I was going through, and I thought, you know what? Once and for all, I'm just going to buy something halfway decent. Actually, I bought something really, really good, and I'm just going to use it. So, yeah, I used the food processor.
Can you recommend a smaller air fryer? Yours is big.
Mine is big. I have the Breville Smart Oven Air, which is the big one. I know Breville makes a smaller version of that. You might want to look into that. And I believe my aunt, she has one, and it's not that big. It's probably about that big. And I believe hers is a Cuisinart. And it does all sorts of other functions. I think she has that one.
Okay.
So you might want to look into the Cuisinart and the Breville too, because I know Breville comes in a smaller size.
And what is your favorite food storage container?
Well, it's the glass Tupperwares, and those are on my Amazon page as well. It's a Tupperware, but it's the glass. I like keeping
Pyrex?
Pyrex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pyrex. So you can get them in either in the round shape or you can get it in the square shape. I find that I used to have I have a lot of the old Pyrexes, which is the square, and I kind of like those better, and I don't know that they make them anymore, but I like the square because they fit in the refrigerator. You can stack it much easier
they have
in there.
those at Costco still.
They do?
Where they come in a variety. So they have the large.
See, I don't like the variety sizes. I like certain sizes because Erin knows when I'm making something, I don't make something for this little jar like this big. I just don't.
Yeah.
Oh, something else that I do like from Tupperware. Hold on. Well, I have it in the refrigerator. I can't show you, but it's these. They're storage containers, and they've got, you could slide it depending on the kind of vegetables you have. And these are actually really good. Again, these are all Tupperware, and then it'll tell you here for which vegetables, what fruits, how to have your lid container on there. So that's something else that I have. And then obviously I've got the big Tupperware bowls that we do our salads and everything when I'm chopping and prepping, and I put them in there. What else? Shall we check? Oh, I wish you guys were here. This is we gotta talk. This is almost done. I want you guys to see this when it's done, because it's really nice. What else, Erin? What else is new?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna get later.
You're going.
What gadget I'm gonna get.
What gadget are you gonna go shopping at?
I might get the fry pan. 'Cause I don't have a fry pan.
This fry pan. Where is it? Did I put it away?
Over there.
Over there.
Yeah.
That fry pan is really good. You know, my mom loves pancakes. I'm not a huge pancake fan, never have been, but she loves it. So my deal is every year for her birthday, for breakfast, I make her pancakes. And that's exactly, I make the pancakes in there and nothing sticks.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing sticks. And it's really, make sure you don't take your knife to it or your fork to it, any kind of sharp object to it, because you don't want to scratch it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to do that. And then you want to really let it cool completely before like washing it or doing anything to it or adding, you know, water to it. But that is a great pan. I'm telling you, Kathy, when I'm at True North, I learn an awful lot from the chefs at True North, and it's really wonderful. I just come back, I'm like shopping for this, shopping for that, buying this, buying that. But
if you could only choose one out of what you shared today, what would it be?
are you crazy? How can I pick one?
Oh, what's your favorite spatula for non-stick cookware? Actually, you have a really cool.
I have these.
Yeah. What's the long one that you have? Let me find it because I think it's cool. Oh, it's this one.
Oh! All right, so this one, I actually have two of these because Sharon McRae gave me one too. This is for the Vitamix. This is because when you want to get into the Vitamix and you want to clean it all out, this little narrow end makes it super easy to get the last stuff that you want out of your Vitamix. So that one's really good for that. Then I have all of these other ones. I don't know, there's nothing really out of the ordinary, but this one is special.
It's
this is
cool, yeah. I want to get one of those.
Yeah, it's from the Vitamix.
The last time I checked, it was sold out.
It's for Vitamix, but it's really.
Who makes it? Is there a brand?
Oh well, apparently I got it at Sur La Table because it says Sur La Table on here.
No.
But it's on the Amazon page too, I think. If not, we can put a link to it. So I've made a total mess out of the kitchen tonight. Sorry, you guys. It'll all be cleaned up before the evening. So let's see. Okay, this is ready. So you could get it. I know sometimes when AJ would be over here and we'd make this, she likes it a little bit more on the burnt side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Where do you like it?
I don't like it burnt. I like it.
So
crisp.
was this good?
Let me see. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so let's turn this off. The way we're going to turn it off is by unplugging it. Because there's not an off and on button with this, so it's just basically plugging it in. And then we're going to open this up.
Yeah.
And then look at that, guys. Look, it's completely lifted off. I'm trying to show it in the camera. Aye, it's hot.
Hear that crunch?
That's why I'm not talking. I want them to hear it. I'm telling you, if you guys like something crunchy, you are not going to be disappointed with this little gizmo. So here's our shredded potatoes, and it's nice and crunchy. Any questions or comments on that?
say they look good.
They are good, and we're going to enjoy it tonight.
What do you put on your potatoes?
Well, I personally love, and I've been posting about my Cuban black beans.
Those are good.
Those are really good. So what I like to do with this is I'll take the Cuban black beans, I'll put that on top and put some avocado, put some salsa, and that's how I like to eat it.
The potato nachos.
Yeah, like the potato nacho. I like that's how I like it. Sometimes I just like pouring the cheese sauce on top of that, or sometimes I just take mustard because since I was little, and I'm literally talking since probably about the age of 2.5, 3 years old, mustard was my favorite. And I used to sneak in the kitchen and just eat the mustard straight out with a spoon. That's how much, and to this day, I still love it. So I have an issue with mustard. So sometimes I just like to put mustard on it. How do you like it?
I like it with just vegetables. I'll put like bell peppers, jalapenos, cheese sauce.
Oh yeah, see?
Salsa.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So I hope you guys will, if you don't have one of these, you try it.
Where can they get the recipe for your Cuban beans?
Oh, it's on my website. So go to healthycookingwithshayda.com, or you can go to my YouTube channel under the same name, Healthy Cooking with Shayda, where I show you how to make the Cuban black beans. That's a staple in this house, the Cuban black beans.
They're really good, guys.
Yeah, I've had a few people email me saying that it's become a staple in their rotation of meals because they like it so much. And it's super easy to make. It's just a one-pan meal in the Instant Pot, and you call it a day.
Do you think you could do that in a George Foreman grill?
You probably can, and I would try it. If you've got a George Foreman grill, try it. I don't see why not. I don't have a George Foreman grill, so I got this one. And but I don't see why you can't do it in a George Foreman grill.
Could you do it with raw potatoes that you shred yourself?
Probably. I don't see why not.
Okay. Just for people that might
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
shred.
Because if you don't want to go buy, you could shred the potatoes yourself and do it. Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Gadget questions?
No gadget questions. All right, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure to be here with you guys tonight. Thank you for the great suggestion of doing a show on kitchen gadgets. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And we love your support. And thank you again for supporting us and liking us. And make sure you share this video. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. Remember, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And again, thank you for watching and have a good night. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.